Hi, this is Krimarko once again, just sharing my thoughts about my journey with you. And today's topic is about why do I continue to talk about religion? Why am I being a pain in the ass, so to speak? For some people, that might be the situation. Why are you dwelling on negative things? Why don't you talk about something more positive, like how to make money or how to, you know, do something? But it's a problem. It's really a problem because the reality is, whatever situation you find yourself in and you are having a difficulty, or you're having a challenge, or you're having conflicts, you're going to want to talk about it. Am I right? I'm sure you're going to want to talk about it. You're not going to just sit down and fold your arms or put your hand on your cheek and just wonder what will happen. If you're in a relationship with a guy and he's not treating you well, you're going to want to talk about it. My friend, if you're in a relationship with a lady and she's not treating you so nice, you're going to want to talk about it. So why is it that it's not okay, it's taboo to talk about religion? Why is it so hard to understand that people are genuinely having issues with this thing called religion? And the reason is simple: there are too many religions. So people are trying to find out which one is the quote-unquote right one. So when I talk about these issues, I'm not talking because I just want to be heard. I'm talking because I have something to say. You understand me? I have something to say. And I have something very important to say to us, to you. I speak about these issues because it is dealing with basically life and death. Your eternal salvation or your eternal damnation, according to scripture. You cannot continue doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. They liken that to insanity. So we have been doing this same thing over and over again, committing these same rituals and, you name it, all these ceremonies and all these things throughout millennia, and are expecting a different result. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm saying we are following a certain set of ideas and expecting that it is going to be fulfilling, in the sense that, hey, God says it, I believe it, that settles it. So we don't stop to question if God really said it. We don't stop to question what is happening around us and why is God not doing anything about it. We don't stop to question, why do I have to believe? Why did the Bible say, for without faith it is impossible to please God? For he that come to God must believe that he is, and is a reward of those who diligently seek him. We don't stop to question what these things really mean. We go by the theological ideas, the theological teachings given to us by our pastors, and we don't stop to question the deeper meaning behind it. Faith is crucial for anybody in this life, not just religious folks, but for people. We need faith. We need a sense of hope. We need a sense of purpose. These things are drivers. These things are fuel to your consciousness, that with a certain amount of faith, with a certain amount of hope, with a certain amount of purpose, having a purpose, you can propel yourself into a particular direction. Now, what religion has done is allowed us to believe that outside of this teaching, you can find no hope. You better not question this thing. You better not ask anything about this thing. You see the bigger man upstairs, he knows what he's talking about. So don't you dare ask him anything. But guess what? We have to ask questions, because if we don't ask questions, we won't learn, we won't truly understand. But it's taboo to question God, so to speak. At least to ask him certain questions, certain serious, pertinent questions. So why am I doing this? I am doing this because I want to get to the truth. I want to understand, why are we in this predicament? Religions fighting against religions, nations fighting against nations over religion. Yet the list goes on, it's endless. I'm not doing this to provoke anyone or to mislead anyone. I'm doing this to help bring some clarity to the situation. You're in a relationship, an abusive relationship, ladies, and the guy has a lot of money, and he gives you what you need otherwise, but he's abusive. And not only that, he's cheating on you, but around his friends he speaks well of you. You're his pride and joy, you're his empress, you're his queen. But when you get home, it's a different story. What are you going to do? Are you going to say because he's giving you a car, he gives you money, he ensures you're fed, you're clothed, everything is fine, right? Or are you going to want to get help? Are you going to start to question this relationship? Does he really love you because he gives you all of these things? Does he really care about you because he gives you the luxuries that you have? Is this true love? Likewise, is it true love if I am to go to the God of the Bible and ask him question, him tell me, don't question him, I am God and I change not? When he spoke to Job in the book of Job, were you there when I formed the foundations of the earth and all of that? Try to teach Job that, listen, what you about to argue with me for? Me have the thing govern. Is it fair to do these things? Am I saying that I am above God by asking him questions? No, I'm saying that I don't understand the things that are happening and I want clarity. I don't understand the type of things that you said will happen, but indeed did not happen. Right? There's a lot of confusion in religion. There's a lot of people that are lost because of it. And as I've always said, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. So I'm here just expressing to you my purpose for speaking on the topic of religion is not to cast cloud of judgment on anybody. It's to get us to have a conversation about the issue, because the issue is you have over 4,200 different religions in the world, basically, and inside of each religion you have different denominations, right? You have so many different dogmas and doctrines and philosophies, ideas, and you have to choose one because only one is right. No. What is there to measure which one is right and which one is wrong? Is it gonna be my book or your book? Which is it? Why is it we have to use only books to govern, to decide or to measure this situation? Why can't the big man upstairs come down to us and explain why we need a book or books to tell us about our eternal destiny? Think about it, people. Why do we need to go through this rigmarole? It doesn't make sense, unless it doesn't really matter with what you believe in, because we're all going to the same place regardless of what you believe in. That would make sense. Yeah, you know, different cultures have different teachings, and so based on the culture you can design the religion to suit that culture. That would make sense if people choose to gravitate to what they want to gravitate to because of where they were born. Outside of that, if you're going to say that salvation is incumbent upon a certain belief system, and outside of that belief system, the individual will be lost, you will be lost, I will be lost. Then we need to start to do some critical thinking. We need to start to ask some critical questions like, God, why can't you speak to me in person, face to face? Oh no, I can't do that because you're a sinner, and the presence, my holiness, will destroy you. And remember, I am a spirit, so if you want to come to me, you have to come to me in spirit and in truth. You see where I'm going with this? All these things have kept us in this web, this box of ideologies, of systems that is only designed to keep you on a leash. You understand what I'm saying? It is clear to me that the things that we have been told warrants question. It is clear to me that we have some very serious things going on. But don't take it from me. Just look deep within yourself and see if what Krimarko, that's just my middle name, by the way, I'm Nathaniel, right? If what I'm saying makes sense, just look deep within yourself and let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more, I have my website. You can go there. It's krimarko.com. Still under construction, fine, but just go there. And if you want to understand more about what I'm talking about and the path I've been on, or the path that I'm on, then you can go there. And as always, let knowledge be your path to true freedom. Peace. I'm out.